That's tough.
Yeah,
24 hours.
24 hours, man. It was a rap no cursing.
You have to rap. A single person got to rap for 24 hours.
No, it's a stage full of artists, and if you mess up, it's like you go, then she go, then he go, then he go, then he go. It's go around.
And it just keep going.
It keep going, and whoever curse, out.
Wow.
So all I gotta do to survive is not curse.
And be nice.
And be nice, yeah.
Like,
But basically, you can't curse, because once you curse, it's like they made it hard, because a lot of artists can't freestyle without cursing.
Right.
So that was a hard.
That's very
He
hard.
made it to the semis, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then went from there. But that's how I met him.
That's tough.
Yeah. It's the stuff that we were doing back then is not like right now. Like, I was kicking it with my man behind the scenes and stuff like that. And it's hard for artists to do what we did back then. It's more easier now. You had to really work back then. I know y'all know about lyrics. He just was talking about lyrics and stuff like that. Your whole production had to be tight. If you wasn't tight back then, you was considered whack. Y'all know that.
We was just literally was the speaker on in the room?
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Lyrical content. I was brought up on lyrical content. And the production. Everything had to be tight. And if y'all know, and I know y'all follow music, because I see now y'all talking behind the scenes and everything. I'm with y'all on all that stuff. You always know who's going to be nice or who's already nice. Because when you first hear them, from how they drop, you know what I'm saying? Like I was always taught, the first 10 seconds
is the most crucial.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I learned all that coming up.
Yeah.
If nobody taught me, I wouldn't know half the stuff I know. And I pay homage to everybody.
So out of everybody that was at the Rapathon, you said JMO made it to the semi-finals.
Right.
What was it about him that impressed you the most out of everybody? Because if a lot of people survive and he's made it to the semis and stuff like that, what was like the main attraction to him? It was just like, I want to start working with him.
Just him being humble, man. Like when you talk to somebody, man, you could tell right off the bat how an artist is gonna be. He didn't act cocky. He didn't act like he was that other artist that already was signed and stuff like that. In other words, y'all know how it is. He was hungry, I was hungry, and that's how I went. You know what I'm saying? We wanted the same goals, we wanted the same dreams. We talked about it behind the scenes, and we just said, yo, let's do it. And that's what it is, man. It's like when you meet an artist, man, some artists feel like, you owe them something or something like that. It's not about that. With him, it wasn't about that. It was just like a family kind of, company. You know what I mean? We even hang out, you know what I'm saying? He knows my grandkids. I know his kids, you know what I'm saying? I know his wife. He knows my wife, you know what I'm saying? We even go on vacation together. We hang out. It's like you have to be able to know one another and know each other, how you gonna move on this, that, and the third. I don't gotta be in the studio with him. He'll finish the product, send it to me.
I do want to get into like, I'm sorry, but I do want to get into like what kind of work goes into like, managing and producing an artist. Like I can see that you guys, you clearly have a passion for it, and I want to know like what kind of like, first what made you realize you wanted to do that, and like what were the steps that y'all took?
Well, I mean, at the age of 10, I started, banging on the pots and pans. And I just thought I just loved it. And I just loved like the music, the sound. It just gave me that energy to just, I want to do music. I want to do music. And when I went to elementary school, there was this group called the Performing Arts Club at PS 72. And I said, oh man, I want to join that. And once I joined it, I went home, my mom signed it. I went back, they gave me like 5 different instruments to play. Trombone, lead guitar, and I was just in it to win it. And we just started traveling state to state, and I just fell in love with music. And then as time went on, as I got to like the age of like say 19, I started working with unsigned artists. And I was doing reference tracks at the time, because I was like sending like tracks to different record companies just for reference tracks for the artists that they had. Okay. And as time went, I fell in love with music, and as time went on, I met my partner, C Flizzy, and as I met C Flizzy, we just started doing music together, and we've been successful. We have major artists that we worked with, like Mary J, I was featured with Jay-Z on this track with Per Records. And I just recently had just with Dave East with a track that I had. So when it comes to music, it just takes a lot of discipline and consistency. That's the main thing. And as long as you consistent and you do what you work, you do what you love. As far as it's me, music, everything, all in general, you'll succeed. It's like anything else. You go to work, you get paid, right? So it's just like music. If you want it and you have that passion, it will work for you.
And I do have one more follow-up question.
Yeah.
I heard, how many instruments, do you play instruments?
Yes, I used to. Now I've stopped for a while, but mostly I play like 5 different instruments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
cool.
You play instruments? You play instruments?
No, I'm fascinated by people who can, because that's a skill in its own, like learning how to play an instrument.
And reading music too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I didn't have a choice because my music teacher would put it in front of me like, oh, you gotta play this. And we was in a band. I'm like, I don't know how to read this stuff here.
Right.
And at lunchtime, I couldn't go outside. He would let me sit and literally just learn how to do it and how to read music. And I was like, wow. I said, okay, I want to go outside, so I'm going to learn this. So as the time went, and I had the drums, I was tapping, and he said, let me hear it. And I played. He said, okay, you can go outside now, and don't forget rehearsal this afternoon. I said, all right, no problem.
Oh, that is so dope.
You had somebody that really was, pushing you and encouraging you, and
Yes.
You ain't know it then, but he was letting you know, like, this is what it takes.
Yes, he was serious. Yeah. Raymond Dunmore, shout out to him.
Yeah, honestly, I would have felt some type of way. You would have told me, listen, I can't go outside the recess. Like, especially at that age, like, but that also showed, your dedication to it.
Definitely.
So,
definitely.
I gotta hear some of your music, man.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, I wanna get into the artist JMO now. Y'all wanna pick the songs? You want me to read off the list? Y'all just want me to shuffle them out? Because I got 2 loaded already, but if y'all want me to start off
Which
with
one you
something,
got loaded?
I got what is that?
About to lie.
Thank you.
There you go.
And that's all I had to say was the and using my talent.
Okay. We could do about to lie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Using my time.
Let's get into it. This is JMO here with Under Lock and Key Entertainment with C Note and Mike Ice. Let's get into it with Abatala, right?
Yeah.
Now after that, we're gonna get into using my talent. Let's do it. This is JMO.